My wake-up call to turn my life around and start progressing instead of regressing every single day was when my financial situation got so bad that I couldn't even see a way out of it. My credit cards were maxed out. I was behind on my house payments, my car payments, all of my bills. I was working a job delivering organs to hospitals, driving to London, from Liverpool to London 7 days a week in my car, spending all my own fuel, and I was not getting paid to do it. Kept getting promised to be paid over and over and over again. Then I needed to find a job, which I eventually did. And then when I found a job, it was time to work hard then, once I'd realised what situation I'd gotten myself into. I was naive, and I should never have trusted the person who kept on promising that he was going to pay me. That was my own downfall, so I'm not making excuses. It was my own fault. I could have. And my lifestyle, everything, I just didn't live to my means, etc, etc, etc. So that was the first thing that made me realize how to get out of debt. And I got out of debt, and it was hard. It took hard work and a lot of determination and just to keep going. And when you're so deep in that situation, I know exactly what it feels like. When you're so deep in debt and you just can't see a way out, it's seriously stressful. It's seriously detrimental to your mental health, if you ask me. You know, there's a lot of sleepless nights, wondering. I couldn't eat, pay for food. It was just terrible, absolutely terrible. And I don't wish that on anybody. The way that I got out of debt was just by working 2 jobs. So I had Uber on my phone, and I'd work 12 to 15 hours truck driving. So I'd finish some days it'd be like a 10-hour shift or a 15-hour shift, but I'd work 18 hours, sleep for 6, up again, repeat. Any opportunity there was to make money, I was doing it. I can't. On top of that, I was shopping at Lidl. There's a Lidl behind me. I still shop there now. It's become habitual. I now live well into my means. And it's just... I wish I could give you a simple answer of how I got out of it. But it's just working exceptionally hard, not wasting a single moment of time doing anything. And I'm not saying it's easy to not relax at all. I'm not suggesting that it is. But it's totally necessary depending on how badly you want to get out of debt. Depending on how badly you want freedom of mind, freedom of thought, no more stress. I said this in a previous video, but when you're in such a terrible financial situation where you're living paycheck to paycheck, and you've only got if you missed 1 week's payments, it's going to topple your whole world and you're going to be behind on everything. You are a slave. You are shackled to, you can be forced to do things that you don't want to do. My boss used to make unnecessary requests, and I would just blindly and willingly do them. Extra work for no pay, for example. I wouldn't be able to say no because I had fear of, if I don't do this and I lose my job, then I'm going to be really messed up. But now, when you have money behind you and you know that if you stop getting paid by your main job, you could keep going for a year or so if you have enough money to make payments and pay for food for a year, you're not as worried and your mind isn't as stressed. I was so stressed. Now I have no stress. I work because I enjoy working. That's the beauty. I work exceptionally hard still because I want to. And that's the mindset shift that makes it not only more bearable but enjoyable. I really enjoy working because I know that I'm doing it because I want to. I have the choice to. I never would because I'm not lazy, but I could technically fly anywhere in the world right now, quit my job for like 6 months to a year and travel, and just knowing that I don't have to. I still really, really want to, because I just love working and making progress, and I don't want to be in this job forever. I want to progress into other aspects and do different things. But just knowing that I could, if I wanted to, do anything, and there would be hardly any repercussions. I'm not gonna starve. You know, I've got enough to keep going. My house would be paid for. That is this was my dream. Where I'm at now is what I was dreaming of when I was in debt, and I couldn't see a way out, and I couldn't ever see myself doing without currently to have more in the future, if that makes sense. But the sacrifices I made for the past 2 years getting out of it, the whole process was from let's see, my credit card was 5,000. You might be in a worse situation to me. You've got to tailor it to yourself. I was in about 10, 20. Just on behind payments and my credit cards, I was in about 25, 30,000, and I had to. All of that's been paid now, and it's a much less stress. You might have more than that, you might have less than that, but there's no other answer than working hard. That's what it's gonna take, and it's so worth it when you get to the other side. Trust me, all the sacrifices that you had to make, not going out to eat dinner. I was eating food for free. I remember I was on some website that used to give away food that was about to expire, or there's things like Too Good To Go as well, yeah, where you have to pay for it. I was using those sorts of things to my advantage. But there was weeks where I had literally nothing, and I would just go and pick up this free food, and I'd have food for the week, and I would spend absolutely nothing, absolutely minimal amounts. It's crazy to think of the disparity between then and now, but you have to do what's necessary. You have to make those sacrifices. You've got yourself in this situation, and now it's down to you to get yourself out of it. Don't bury your head in the sand hoping it's going to get better, because I tried that method for a while, and trust me, it only gets worse. The only way is to work hard, reduce your expenditure, increase your income wherever you can. I don't care who you are, I don't care where you are, there's always a way you can increase your income. That's an absolute fact, not a myth. I don't care who you are. If you have the ability to watch this video now, you got access to the internet, you can earn more money. You can. You absolutely can. I don't want to hear excuses. Yes, you can. Anybody can. So do what you must, and you'll be able to relax. I want to go through my exact method in more detail and more tips that I can share with you on how to get out of debt faster. But this is just a quick video just to give anyone the courage that they need. If they're in a situation they can't see a way out of, there is a way out of it, and it's so worth it when you get there, trust me. Getting out of that hole is just the best feeling ever. I'm grateful for it every day. Every time I wake up, I think, it is nice to have worked so hard and not be in debt anymore. That's my main method. Anyway, I appreciate if you're watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.